Hey crafty friends, welcome to the channel. Let's get started on another beautiful collection project share by Decorate Your Life. Grab your scissors, glue, and your favorite collection, and let's get started. Good morning everybody, and welcome to Sunday, which is my Decorate Your Life day. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to dig into a few different projects that I'm working on. I'm a little bit I don't want to use the word scattered, but I got so inspired. Actually, I got inspired by Treasures of a Crafty Mind and Miss Jenni this month to make a Memdex card. So we'll get to that in a minute. And then I wanted you guys to use the QR code and my Rhonda 15 for when you go shopping over at Sandi's web store. This is good for 15% off your card at checkout. And then I want to ask you if you would mind just going over and taking that trip to look at the design team. Once you do, I don't think you'll regret it. Denise is the one who inspired me to create the Memdex box, and I did. And again, we'll get to that here in just a second, but I wanted to just make sure you know our design team are a group of amazing people. Edwina made the most beautiful tea box caddy topper I think I've ever seen in my life. The woman should be creating miniatures. Anyhow, long story short, the team is a wonderful place to visit. We've got some beautiful guest designers on there. And then you all saw what was gifted to me in the Wednesday Wishes. Wishing Wednesday. It's on the Facebook group, and it is a platform where you can go and you can grant somebody's wish or have your wish granted. And I've had several wishes granted. Thank you, ladies. You saw the haul that I got from one of the members over there. I just did that not too long ago, and it was gorgeous. It was stuffed with unbelievable die cuts. So anyhow, let's jump in. Let's get going here on what we're doing. First off, I want to show you the Memdex. So I made it. Look at this, Denise. Aren't you proud of me? I made it. I haven't embellished it yet, and I'm thinking I'm going to use my little, I buy these nail embellishments from another shop, and they're perfect for this sort of thing. So I thought these would look great on the outside. Maybe right down the middle. I'm not sure yet, or in the right down the middle. Not completely confident about the pink just because and I guess if I put it in between, you see what I'm saying? It kind of washes out. What do I have that I haven't put on there? I've got the white, but that wouldn't necessarily help it show up. Let's go with the blue. So it's going to be a little hard to see in the background, maybe from where you're at. But in real life, it shows up very nicely. And I'm thinking for the front. So we'll work on that. That'll be last when I have everything I want done. So I'm thinking about those. And then I also have the ones that Sandi sent us, but they're more of a peach color. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I'm kicking that around. Believe me, I have no shortage of extras to put on there. Just put this somewhere safe because it keeps opening on me. Yeah, these things don't fit in there as good as I would have hoped. I have some other containers. I'll switch them out later. So for now, I'm just gonna walk them down as best as I can. All right, and then I do have other things that I can put on there, but like I said, we're not there yet. I still have to make the cards for it, right? And I come up with a fantastic idea. I had not too long ago bought several of the colored index cards. So I cut one, and I thought we could put it in here just to see how it's going to look. That's the one I plan on using. So I thought we could do at the top, let's do it this way. So we're, oh gosh, you really can't see either way, huh? Well, we'll just eyeball it. We'll go here, and then we'll go here. That looks pretty close. And then we'll cut and we'll pray. And I could, if need be, go on design, Cricut Design Space and make my own, but I think these are going to work. Well, not quite big enough, but that's okay. We're getting there. Not quite big enough. Wow. I thought I had that pretty set. I know I have a smaller hole punch, but let's see. Let's just come to the inside of here. Well, we're getting there. I will figure this out, guys. I just want to show you. Oh, they go too close to the bottom. That's what it is. We're too close to, we're rubbing on the bottom. Okay, let's see how this feels. It'll work. It'll work. Need to trim a little more, but that's good. We're getting there. We are getting there. So yes, and then I'll embellish these. I actually have that backwards. Yeah, I'm not upset with that at all. So what I'll do is I'll take a piece of that straw and I'll ink it and I'll put them on there, right? That's what I'll do. So we'll get it going, guys. I promise. I just wanted to show you that's where I'm at on that particular piece. I also thought these would look good on the front. Sweet as honey, strong as you. The little sentiments. Cut one and put a little something on the front. So we're still in decorating mode, and then I thought once I get the piece the way it should be, that I could use these for the Mimdex cards. And it would have to be ones that you could cut well enough so that you didn't miss part of the overall look of the card. See, aren't these adorable? These I feel like would work. Yeah, these will work well enough. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should probably squeeze in one more. Make it a nice, even number. And we'll work on that later. But I just want to show you that's what I got done. For this guy, I said, oh, I made this yesterday. And I love it. Look at the wagon. I thought that was the perfect piece. And then down there, I have the inside, I have the ones with the gift box. And then on the back, the little bunny. I just love it. So we're going to combine all the pieces for that. And then I did get my die cuts out, those ones I just purchased. And I made die cuts for the 3-ring binder on the plain pages. Let me show you. These were very intricate. These took me some time. But I used some of my scraps from the kit. So nothing went to waste, right? Nothing. I was so proud of myself. Yes, indeed, I was proud of myself. All right. So we're going to open these up. We've got this one. Kind of hard to... And I've got this one. We've got this one. See, aren't these pretty? I'm going to have to put them on a piece of paper so you can see them better. Now this one, actually, if you look close enough, you can see the script. That one came from one of those front pieces. And then I did several of these. I hate the way my camera, it's starting to focus, guys. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And there's these ones. So I'll show you here in a minute how nice they're going to look. Look at this. This might be, yeah. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to show you, once we get started here, how they are going to look. This one was really cool. Isn't that neat? So let me show you. Let's get our binder out. And in the pages, we'll pick and choose as we go along. Like this one. Now that's a beautiful page, no doubt. We've got it nice and layered up. We've got pockets galore. We've got writing paper. We have everything you would need for a nice journal page. This I have to add something to, one of which will be the whale tail tab. And then we have this beautiful besties on the front. But this just looks a little plain, so I thought we could come in and do something like, see this, just something like that. We'll wake that up. We got that. We could do something like this, up in the corner. Oh, and I'm going to take this guy. I made some, see? Made these with my punch. And then these will get glued down on there. So I'm just somewhat looking for one that has a bit more color than the others. I think this one shows a little bit more color. There we go. And again, like I said, from where you're at, it's sort of difficult to see, but it's there, trust me. Now I need to get my glue stick. You know what I'm going to use? Use this. It's a little more. Let's see what direction I go. Do I go this way, or do I go? Do I go this way, or do I go this way? Because it doesn't tell you. Ah, go this this way. See it? I don't know if you can see the little pattern there every once in a while, right there. All right, so let's go this way. We're going to pull this back, and we're going to aim for the length here. And we'll put this down. That way we don't see the glue, but we see the pretty piece. Okay, and then I want to do one here, maybe. No, that makes it too geometrical. I think what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll put some of the flowers there. And remember that we were just layering this page. So I think maybe not. I think I'm going to put something like a pocket or something over here, so maybe not. But you get the idea. Even this would look nice up here in the corner. And it's not extravagant, right? It's not in your face where it takes, it just looks nice. It just looks nice. Okay, so maybe this one. Like that. I think we could get by with one there. And I know I cut several of each. I made that a point. This one. There we go. There we go. So we just fit those in there. Brings the page out. And I still need something here. Not sure yet what, but I definitely need something there. Am I doing it right? Or did I switch it up again? Yeah, I switched it up again. Pretty nice. I like. But I don't know if I like this taper now. I just don't know. I just don't know, you all. But anyhow, you get the idea, I hope. And I'm going to come in and I'll do the page protectors off camera because that's going to take a while. But I am going to do them front and back. And then I'll show them to you when we get to the point of needing them. Or next Sunday, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I think that's what I'm trying to say. All right, I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. What's left. And that you'll get over there and get yourself this kit, this collection. All of her collections are cute. And the 3 that we're working with over this summer are all interchangeable. They all work well together. And if you go into Sandi's paper collections, you'll see that they all have kind of a partner. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to put something over here. I'm not sure what yet, but we're going to brighten that up with something else. And then again, we have our layered look, which I absolutely love. This may get replaced with a blue index card, guys, because it flops around an awful lot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to wind up doing is gluing this piece down back. Yeah, this I think is our magic moment because it slides around under here. And we'll just put some, doesn't have to go all the way across, right? Just enough. Well, this is where the double-sided tape would be good. If I can ever figure it out, y'all. I don't know if I like these or not. The first one that I got worked. Oh, there we go. Worked great. It worked fantastic. Now, not so much. There we go. That might keep that from sliding. Yay, maybe. Yeah, that did the trick. Okay, so we're moving on. It's almost dry. I'm really enjoying it. And then we did all of this. Wasn't that fun that first week when we got all of this put in here? And our little guy right there. I love it. I love it. I saw some other stuff I want to do. We'll do some of that over here. See, as well as, besides scooping up all our, see, these will go great on here. Look at that. That's going to be really cute. See? Dress that writing spot up. So I'm glad that I took the time to do all of those die cuts. All right, guys. That's it for this Sunday edition. Gosh, we're already week 3. I can't get over it. Next week, we'll work more in here. And hopefully I'll have... Oh, wait. I'm not done showing you guys stuff. I decided... Sorry about that. I decided to do the hinge. Not the hinge, but the... Can't remember what you call it now. I think it is the hinge, where we hinge the pages together. And remember that I did the green from, I want to say Pantry Tales and Bunny Bakes. But it's one of the pages that I got. And then I have green paper. That I'm going to put where there's a little more green. For instance, like this page would be nice to do a green. Right there. And then I'll pull out some of my other colors. I know I have some pinks. I've just got everything that I think I'm going to need. But I'll go through and I'll put it all together, and then we'll get all these on here. And I'm thinking I might make this a folio journal and work on that this week. So we'll see. This is going to be more towards the last 2 weeks of July for this guy. All right, guys, thank you. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll get started on the decorating of the Memdex cards. And what's cool is because Sandi's collections match up so well, I can go back and on some of my scraps that I already have in my hand, and I can do Memdex cards with some of the other collections, which I think will be fun. All right, guys, thank you. Thank you for spending part of your Sunday with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for crafting with the Diva today. I truly appreciate you spending this creative time with me. If you've enjoyed this project, please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it inspired, and I'll see you soon.